We got some news about Megamind, new movie, new TV show. It just looks a little bit off. We also got some news about Sonic 3. We got some news about PlayStation State of Play. And we will be reviewing the brand new ARGYLLE movie and the Percy Jackson TV show that was on Disney+. So as always, before we fully get into it, you know what comes up next.
Welcome to the Light, Camera, Rant Podcast. Your source for the latest on movies, TV shows, and video games. Get ready for ranting, raving, and reviewing. Here is your host, Lee.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode. As always, I'm your wonderful host, Mr. Rant. I'm going to try that as a new thing. I had a comment during the week that was like, "Hi, Mr. Rant, I would like to blah, blah, blah." And I was like, you know what? That's not a bad thing. I might take that. So, yeah, I'll try the moniker of Mr. Rant for a little while, so if that sticks. And yeah, as I said, like we've got some really big news that's happened the past week. A surprise State of Play. So a surprise Megamind trailer. Unfortunately, an icon passing away. And we've got Argyle and Percy Jackson TV show ended. We had it all this week. So without further ado, let's dive into this. But most of all, I'd also like to thank someone who actually did buy one of our merch on our merch store. I got a notification on our email, on my email saying someone has purchased a mug from you. And I was like, yeah, that's, yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, I was like, thanks, man. I don't know who it was. The name doesn't make sense on their account. I don't know what it was, but yep, someone bought a mug at the new merch store. So thank you, sir or madam. I really appreciate that. And off the new spring store. So thank you. And if you haven't had a chance, definitely go check it out. There's a lot more stuff that's coming over the next few months. Go to cover new designs coming. So I can't wait to get that on there for you. And also, like I say, thank you very much for Eric and Bendigo236 for coming past the YouTube chat. Really appreciate it, as always. You taking time. And Mr. PS2 Fat Boy. Yeah, boy. Thanks for coming past, man. Appreciate seeing you as well. This man is an absolute gun. Go check out his TikTok. Go check out his Instagram, his new podcast. He's a man you want to follow and go check out his videos. He's just smashing it in every single direction. It's just try to keep up with him is the main thing. But thanks for coming past, man. But unfortunately, when many episodes I've had to start this, I do have to start with a very sad admission to say is that Carl Weathers has unfortunately passed away at the age of 76. You have known him from Predator, Action Jackson, Rocky, The Mandalorian most recently. His list of movies goes on, and unfortunately he has passed away. At the age of 76, he leaves a really big legacy of movies and obviously the iconic handshake with Arnie and Predator, which I don't have the muscles to match. And also, thank you. Check is in the mail. I appreciate that. I'll see that very soon, Mr. PC Fat Boy. And yeah, so unfortunately he has passed away. And with that saying that, I do believe there were plans for him to be in the upcoming Mandalorian movie. That would no longer be happening. Don't know how they're going to change that all around. Also, he made a movie in Australia called Hurricane Smith in the 90s. I've never heard of that. I'll have to go Google that. I've never heard of that before. But yeah, he's left a massive legacy, and it's just, just seeing it during the week, it always makes me think of, I think it was 2013 or 15, right about there. And we had the first month, I think, of January for the year, we had about 3 or 4 people pass away. And I was like, for like 4 weeks in a row, I was like, I'm sorry this person's passed away. I'm sorry this person's passed away. I'm sorry this person. I'm like, jeez. Like the last few episodes have sounded so depressing, but understandable. Eric on YouTube, it's crazy. I just watched all the Rocky and Creed movies aside from the first Rocky for the first time last year. He was such a crucial part of the franchise, and he was. He was, and his death in the movies was such a big momentum for Rocky. But probably the most I remember, like I saw Predator before I saw Rocky, and went back and watched all of those films. And I just remember Predator, and just watching that. And then he was really great in The Mandalorian. All 3 seasons, though he did really good. The Rocky films are men's cry films. Yeah, it's like, you stop being me a man. Oh, I forgot his wife's name. But and I still, even saying that, there is all those Rocky films. There's also Creed 1 and 2 and Creed 3 that's on the horizon. Or Creed 4? Or was it Creed 4? One of them is actually on the horizon, coming out next. That's in the works. So the Rocky legacy is still going on, and there was meant to be another film that we're going to be working on, but I think that's gone down, or that's not going to be happening anymore. PS2 Fat Boy. Predator, the terrestrial movie of 1987. I know. You watch that film, everybody is jacked to shit. Absolutely, like, it is pure 80s, that movie. And with all those iconic stars, and like Arnie, that film is iconic to the T. And it's just very sad when you do see these news start of the week, and you're just like, god damn. But it's another thing that's sad, because as you get older, unfortunately your icons start passing away, and it gets to that stage. But PS2 Fat Boy, every man in that film can bench 300 kilos. That is true. No one could. Everyone was absolutely jacked. You could tell it probably will maybe on a little bit of gear, but it's a high testosterone movie. You need to go see that. And there's a lot of, all the Predator films after that, I don't think have really lived up to that high of that film. Probably, Predator 2 was good, but actually, no, I lied. Prey, my bad. Prey was very in line with that first movie. Obviously not as good, but if you haven't gone seen Prey, I highly recommend it. Is an absolute gem, which we did review. It's on a past episode. Definitely go check that out. But yes, Mr. Bendigo236, Despicable Me 4. Also, we got a trailer for that this week, which looks really cool. I don't know why, but I kind of totally forgot Despicable Me 4 was happening or was coming out this year when I was looking at all the movie slates. I don't know why I missed that film completely. But yes, that is coming out on July the 6th. We've got the trailer for that. So that's coming out mid this year, roughly right around Deadpool 3, around the corner. Also, this was very surprising to me. We got our first teaser, teaser, logo reveal, if you will, for Sonic 3 that's coming out in December 20th this year. Now, the most interesting thing, not only about the logo change, is the fact that Jim Carrey is returning as Robotnik. Now, Jim Carrey originally said after Sonic 2 was the fact that he wasn't coming back. That was it. He was done. More so, he was retiring from acting. That's how far he was saying, I'm done. So seeing him return, we don't know what capacity he will be in that film. I do hope it will be a full role. However, it most likely might be a little bit shorter. But yeah, Jim Carrey is 100% back. As soon as I saw the logo, I was like, oh yeah, cool. Jim Carrey review. I was like, what? Okay, shit. Okay, all right. I'm in. Also, Bendigo236 on YouTube, July 1st, my birthday. Oh, well, that's right, Coy. Just for me, 4. You go see that on your birthday weekend if you want to. If that's what you want to do with your, if that's what you want to do on your birthday. Eric, I think every person forgot about this. Me being a thing still except for kids. I guess just a diehard fans. Yeah, I know. Like I've seen Despicable Me 1, 2, and 3. I haven't seen Minions, but Illumination is almost Prince of Gold. Illumination is almost pretty much what Pixar used to be. Every film they produce is clean cut and it's just fantastic, And I doubt it's going to make as much money as what's Mario made last year, but I think it's still going to bring all the kids in. It'll be between, for animated movies this year, it's going to be between Despicable Me, Transformers, and Kung Fu Panda. Yep, that's just my 3 picks. I think it's going to be between all 3. For me, I probably will say Despicable Me will make them more money, but I know there's obviously a big diehard audience for Transformers, and we've got Kung Fu Panda 4 coming out, which will be, I think will be the last one. I think. I've been wrong before. But yeah, Sonic 3, and as a whole, I didn't also realize that there is actually, obviously we are going to get Shadow in this film, and that his voice actor has not been revealed yet. Probably we won't see that until we get the full trailer. If we got a teaser trailer at the moment, we're probably looking about, I don't think we'll see anything at the Super Bowl, which will be on the 14th of Feb, 15th of Feb for us in Australia. I would say, we'll probably get the first trailer for that about June, July. We'll get the first trailer or, teaser trailer before the full trailer, or roughly about then. That's where we'll find out. There's the rumors that it's Hayden Christensen that's going to be playing Shadow, which if it is, that'd be sick. And I would love to hear Shadow being like, I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and gets everywhere. Or, I've brought peace, freedom, and justice tonight, my new empire. Like, there are the memes that will come from that will just be perfect. But yeah, Sonic 3 coming out December 20th. And hopefully, I think because Sonic 2 came out in COVID era, it did come in the COVID era, but I think it was one of those films that just dropped when we out of lockdown. So I don't think the box office really reflected the type of movie, because the movie wasn't bad. I think it was just for the times. So I have no doubt with this, school holidays, no lockdowns, this is going to make a shit ton of money. Shit ton. Now this is something I was talking about Eric as well. Now, this is getting really hard. Well, not really hard, but look, I'm going to be absolutely blunt with this. Absolutely blunt. There is a lot of controversy at the moment with Suicide Squad. Now, as people were saying, why is it connected to the Arkhamverse when it's so different? The graphics aren't the same. Batman dies. Sorry, spoiler alerts if you haven't been on TikTok, which all my TikTok has been nothing but spoilers on this game. So it's been hard trying to go on TikTok and not see who dies next anyway. And I already know the Justice League die because it's in the goddamn name. Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. Yes, they are all going to die. I don't know why that's such a big, oh God. But it doesn't, of course you don't know. It's everything around it. And I give absolute props to Rocksteady for going the full mile with this, that we don't get a story, which I don't fully know, but if it does or doesn't, I assume they die, they don't come back, because this is a Suicide Squad story. But they don't do, they die, but they come back, or it's a flashback, or it's something like this time travel or anything like that. Nah, I'm glad they've flipped that switch and killed him. And another thing is, people say, this ruins the Kevin Conroy legacy and blah, 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 which I saw someone's TikTok made the perfect point. He signed on for this reading the script. So obviously, if he's read the script, did the lines, signed off on it, then he would have been happy. And, I can imagine he would have been very happy with this, going, okay, Leo, look, it's something different. Like, how often do we get an evil Batman? And like, it ruins his character, ruins the legacy. It doesn't. It doesn't ruin his legacy. It only increases his legacy, and be bloody grateful that we got this game with him in it. Because so right now, all it's confirmed is there is only one more appearance left of Kevin Conroy playing the titular character, which is Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3, which currently has no release date. It's an anime movie, but we will see we'll see what happens when it's going to be obviously, multiverse, and that's when you'll see Batman the Animated Series. Sadly, that he will not be voicing the brand new Bruce Timm Batman TV show, which I would have loved to see him do that, but it is what it is. No lines were recorded. But that's going to say, and Eric on YouTube, I need to see how it plays out. Yeah, look, Eric, you tell me when you finish the game. Let me know. I will let you know when I finish the game, and let's see how this all plays out, because I'm so curious to know what you're going to think of it. But look, from my friends who have played the game, they did like the game. They thought it was good, probably, and the strongest thing is the story. But at the moment, I've got no qualms. I've got no Eric, there is one more appearance of Kevin Conroy. Thank God. I thought this was the last one, but no, it has been confirmed. There is one more. But look, I don't know why people get so annoyed and so much hate for Suicide Squad. It doesn't deserve it. You're just a bunch of pansies about the whole thing. It's just be happy that we got the game, and just be happy the fact we got it what it was. Eric, I got to the first time we see him in the game, and you've played the sequence, and that's actually amazing. Exactly right. It's amazing. It's the sequence in the play out of Arkham games walkthrough thing. Yes, that is bloody intense. Now, this was an absolute surprise again this week. We got by the way, it was almost like, hey, Sony going, hey, by the way, we're having a state of play in 3 days. Okay, shit. Okay, we got it in 3 days, and that dropped on last Thursday. A whole bunch of games did get dropped on it. A lot of new announcements, but at the same time, we got brand new trailers. The highlights for me with Death Stranding 2 on the beach, which looks incredible. Again, weird, freaky, just something different, and that is coming. So we knew this was in the works, but we got a full 9-minute trailer for this, and this will be coming out in 2025 at this stage. Eric, ultimately, I think the Archiverse is what makes it interesting. It is. It'd be I think so. Suicide Squad. It just adds that levelty to the game itself and where it's all going. But yeah, Death Stranding 2 on the beach. That is coming 2025 at this stage. But we got that 9-minute trailer looks really good. I'd love to know which of the games in the entire state of play did you really like? It was the big highlight for me. My biggest highlight was Judas. This game looks incredible. It does suck that it's not coming out until 2025, but this is from the original creator of one of the original creators of BioShock, and it just looks weird, freaky, and dark. And I'm like, yes, take my money. I can't wait to play this game. It has been, if we can't get another BioShock, then this will do. So definitely go check out that trailer. That looks insane. But for me, these were the two highlights that I was like, yes, I'm so pumped for this. And that's going to come out. It just sucks to be 2025 at this stage. Eric, especially since we actually get to see Harley as a villain for the 3 first games before in the squad. That's true. And we're still getting Harley in, and we actually get to play her. I didn't pick Harley. I haven't played Harley. I've just played Deadshot. I haven't been game, but the next one I'm going to play is King Shark. Now, this is a small bit of news, but we did get it. We got the brand new poster for Beetlejuice 2 with the confirmed title, Beetlejuice. I'm not saying it the third time. For anyone know, so that is coming out on the 6th of September this year. Now, that's starring Michael Keaton, Jenna Ortega. Tim Burton is back in the directing chair for this movie. I would say we'll probably get the trailer for this. I want to say April. Or May. We'll get the first trailer for this. I'm so excited for it. Just diving back into this world. Tim Burton. It's going to be fantastic. The poster doesn't reveal much except just the wait is almost over. So it's not obviously a really big thing, but at the same time, at least we do get that. And it's funny because the sequel's called Beetlejuice. So if we get a third one, I don't think anyone's going to be saying that title at all. Now, this is also interesting. So currently right now, Quentin Tarantino is going to be starting filming his brand new last movie called The Movie Critic. Now, if you don't know, Quentin Tarantino has this thing where he only wants to make 10 films. That's it. That's his body of work. That's what he's working on. And that's that's it. And he's happy with it. That's all he's going to be working on. So the movie critic will be coming. There's no release date at this stage, but what has been confirmed is Brad Pitt, again, will be working with Quentin Tarantino on this film together. This film was meant to start filming last year. I think it might have stopped. The actor strike did delay it, so hopefully they have started. Also, Eric, it's been a while since the first Assault on Arkham, but Kill the Justice League basically saying that movie is no longer canon because this game presents Harley is on the first Justice Squad. Yes, I guess the Ant-Man movie doesn't count at all, even though it did count. I don't think it counts. I'm guessing the Rocksteady don't count that at all. The Ant-Man movie is completely separate. But yeah, I actually forgot about the Ant-Man movies. It's funny, no one's actually brought that up that I've seen on TikTok and everything. No one's brought that up except for you, Eric. So I didn't even think about that, but you're right. So she would remember, and the fact that the Joker's also dead and all that. But yes, Quentin Tarantino's last film, The Movie Critic, will be coming soon. Brad Pitt has joined the cast, but that is going to be around the corner. It's going to be very interesting to see what this film's going to be and how it's going to go out with a bang. But if you are a Quentin Tarantino lover, this is his last hurrah. This is his last go ahead. It's called The Movie Critic. Also, now we just got released. The Last of Us team, Naughty Dog, have released a documentary about creating the Last of Us franchise. It's really good watch. I highly recommend it. There is also a really emotional scene where they talk about how The Last of Us 2 got semi-leaked, the hate mail they got, and all that, which is horrible, horrific, and it should happen to anybody. But it just shows that real world of what happens to game studios when a leak does happen. Like, as the Rocksteady directors did say when the trailer got leaked, it just sucked because they had a whole watch party ready to go, and that didn't happen. Well, they got leaked, so it didn't happen at all. So it just ruined the vibe. But this goes that next level, and Neil, one of the directors, does say, how hurtful it is, and just makes you so sad because no one fully understands and the game until you haven't played the game. But during this video, he does say that there is a third chapter. There is a third concept, third story that he has got that is ready for The Last of Us Part 3. Now, he said, and he did say in this interview before everyone gets really excited, he did say he does not know what form this would take, whether or not it will be a movie or just a game, that concept is there, which is really good to know, especially for The Last of Us TV show, that they have got the content to keep going for multiple seasons at this stage. But my most thing is I would like to know, he did say that if they never make the Part 3, Part 1 and Part 2 does a nice round-up story. But you tell me, would you want to see The Last of Us Part 3, or would you happy just to leave it like that and let that be done? 1 and 2, and we have the TV show. Do you extend? Do you play it like the movie role? Do you go one more? That's the thing. Do you go one more movie, one more game, and ran up the trilogy together? I think right now they've got a lot of their attention is obviously going to be going to the TV show at the moment. But he did say, if it comes, if it does get steam and everything, he will be looking. It will take shape and form in somehow. But I'd love to know, as I said, what do you think about Last of Us Part 3? Do you want to see it? Now, this was weird. This was just, I remember them saying they were going to make a brand new Megamind TV show that was coming. And I was like, okay. And I remember it was ages ago I saw it and completely forgot about it altogether. Oh, that's good shit. I completely forgot about this altogether. So this, not only are we getting a TV show on Peacock, which will be binge for Australia, or it might be Amazon, not too sure. We're getting a new movie called The Doom Syndicate, and then we got Megamind Rules, which is the TV show. But we got the first trailer this week, and it just when you look at something, it's just like half baked, or this should stay in the oven for longer, or this just looks like something like a straight DVD sequel that they just wanted to pump out for no apparent reason. Well, look no further with Megamind. So Will Ferrell isn't back, and his new voice the new guy doing his voice sounds like he's trying to be like Will Ferrell, and it sounds off. And then there's like comparison scenes between Megamind and the Megamind TV show like this, and it just looks bad. Like, I don't know why it's got greenlit at all. No, it's not like, oh, the trailer says Megamind is back, and like, not really. This is a straight DVD sequel. Like, this is something that you bought for your kids, which no one ever remembers. Like, how many, what do you call it? How many Disney sequels? There's a Disney sequel to every single Disney movie, and you've probably never heard of, or never seen. Do you remember the fact there's a Little Mermaid 1, 2, and 3, and I think there's a fourth, or the fact there's Aladdin 1, 2, and 3? Have you ever watched 2 or 3 ever? Which doesn't even have Robin Williams in 2 and 3. That's it. Like, there's one where Aladdin sees his dad. But anyway, we got this, and this just looks like a big pile of shit. Now, this is something. No. And from what I can tell, I can't say, like, if they made a new Megamind movie with Will Ferrell coming back and everything, I'd be like, yeah, I'm in. Let's go. Boom. Go time. But this just looks like something I'm going to push aside and never watch again. Actually, I won't watch it at all, because this is just bad. This is. I don't think anyone's excited for this. So no way. But that is releasing this year. I think it's June or July that will be dropping. So if you are excited for Megamind, but half baked, and you're in store. Also, we got the brand new full trailer for Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. If you haven't already, please go check out our YouTube reaction. I got home, tried to watch it straight away. It's so hard when the time difference in Australia when trailers drop, because I was like all day, I was like trying not to watch it, and there's me just going like, I want to watch it. But that dropped. We got the full trailer. It looks really good. Mainly the fact that the villain, it just looks like Elsa is pissed, but still love it. But it is coming March 29th. They will be dropping, so technically it's right around the corner, us being in Feb. Also, Eric, I do think 2 dead shots. There's 4 so far, but I'll see how that plays off. So I know. Sorry, I know I'm still. Eric, don't worry if you're still talking about Killer Justice League. I don't mind. It's all good. I appreciate you watching, listening, and commenting. But yes, there is a 2 dead shots. I saw the hate about that. I don't understand, because I'm like, they explain it straight away. Like he killed the imposter. Like, it's. I don't know why people got so amped up about it. Like, yeah, he killed him. So why does it matter? It doesn't ruin the Arkham games. You still have to verse the guy, and we got a different dead show. Like, it's not the end of the world. Like, it doesn't. Trust me, if it was something that was really grubby, I really didn't like, I'd be telling you, like, this is shit. Like, yeah, does it hurt me the fact that you see Batman die? Of course it does, but it's not like, oh my god, it's ruined the legacy, stuff that. No, not at all. But if you haven't already, going back to Ghostbusters, let me know what you think about the trailer. Did you enjoy it? What do you think? Or you think it's just going to push to the side? You're going to miss it? Or it just doesn't excite you at all. But for me, I'm all in. I'm pumped for this. I can't wait to dive back into the Ghostbusters world. Ghostbusters Afterlife was really good. So I'm take my money. I am absolutely up for that. Now, Eric, before you go any further, we're going to be diving into Argylle at the moment. So I look forward to talking to you about that, because we are entering spoiler territory. Spoilers. Right, left, right, and center, ladies and gentlemen. Spoilers. So keep that in mind. So Argylle, this is a movie by Matthew Vaughn, who's done The Kingsman. He's done The Kingsman and X-Men First Class. And I saw the trailer for this, and I was watching it and going, this looks weird, this looks different. And with Matthew Vaughn's films, they look, he does a really good job. Both The Kingsman, the prequels, and all of them. So I was like, okay, let's go watch this. And it's got an absolute stellar cast. It's got John Cena, it's got Henry Cavill, it's got Bryce Dallas Howard, Sam Rockwell, It's got a full stack deck: Samuel L. Jackson, Bryan Cranston, not Richard E. Yeah, and also see you Bendigo 360. Thank you very much for coming past, and thank you Eric again for the great stream, bud. Appreciate it. I'll talk to you both soon. But Argyle, this was a movie. Like I went with two best friends and we went and watched this, and it's about Bryce Dallas Howard's character, Illy, who writes books about a super spy. Greater the lie, greater the spy. Greater the spy, bigger the lie. Oh, sorry, I threw it the other way around. And as you show in the books, you find out the fact that spies are real, which turns into an adventure as she gets caught and trying to there's actually a international spy syndicate that's trying to get her because they want her to write the next book because she seems to have intuition on what's going to happen next because she's written these 5 books. Now, this film is bright. It's wonderful. It's action-packed. It has some weird moments, some weird acting choices. Henry Cavill is a blast. Everyone who's in the film does a fantastic job. And this has more twists and turns than a skewed highway. There is just so much because you're like, oh, this is going to go in this typical direction. Oh, no, it's going to go in this direction. Oh, no. And it keeps happening. And that's one of the things I do love about this film is that all the way through, it just keeps going the opposite direction of how you think it's going to be. Like, for example, there's a scene where he's going, oh, she's going to kill the lover, but she's actually not going to. It's going to an action scene and she's going to shoot around. Nah, shoots the lover straight on, which leads into something else. But this film does a great diversion. There's also a scene in this where ice skating, but in oil, which turns into an action scene where dicing with a knife and shooting everybody on an oil tanker. Yes, I said that correctly. But this film has a budget of $200 million. It's obviously currently doing its box office run at the moment. And it only goes for 139 minutes. But, from what Bryce Dallas Howard has done in this film, she does a great job of both playing Ellie and she also plays a spy herself. So she does a great job doing that. And I really love that. Sam Rockwell does fantastically. It was great seeing him back in the Marvel Universe and Marvel What If. But, he's a terrific actor from playing a spy, which reminded me of that movie, Mr. Nobody. That's kind of like the action, John Wick I kind of got from him. Then we get that, Samuel L. Jackson always does a great job. John Cena and Henry Cavill. And you can just tell in this film as it progresses, Henry Cavill just had so much fun making this. And you could tell the entire cast really did, had so much fun making this film. But another thing is that this might not be for everybody. I did find myself looking at this going, okay, I don't know if I'd go watch this film in the movies again. I probably will wait for this to go on streaming. I would watch it again, but at the same time, if someone told me hey, Argylle has come out, it's only on Apple or Amazon, it's not getting a theater release, I'd be like, okay, that's fine. I'll go watch this. And that's perfectly fine. I'd be happy with that. It's just it's the action set pieces were the best part. It was just a couple of scenes that just feels a real bit slow, and you just would be like, okay. And then for me, it didn't. But it just gets to that bar where a little bit too absurd, a little bit too many twists. It gets to that point, just almost doesn't go tipping point, but you can definitely feel it. And just aesthetically, everything is bright. The colors, everything in the film is just so good, and it's such a different action film that you usually get to see. And you also with Matthew Vaughn for the Kingsman, they're both aesthetically bright and brilliant. And again, big big cast, but Matthew Vaughn has done it again with this. So my recommendation for this film is definitely don't sleep on this. And I think it's well worth going to the movies to go see it. It won't be everyone's cup of tea, depending on what you like. It is not a John Wick. It's not a nobody's film. Like, it's got love in it. It's bright. It's just weird scenes. A great plot. Even the plot, I couldn't actually predict it all the way. I predicted a little bit, and then got flipped on the other side. I was like, oh, I didn't see that coming. And then I try to predict again. Nah, didn't see that coming. So it does a great job. But yeah, spy, thriller, action, laughs. This has film as the guitar whole picture. And everyone who does in their role does great. But as I say, when we're looking at it, will I go watch this again? Probably not. If my partner, if she picked it, I would watch it again with her. But besides that, probably not. Probably won't go watch this again. And unfortunately, I have seen some of the bad reviews for it. I would say completely ignore them. It is not that bad. I won't say I saw it's lackluster. It's not lackluster at all. You know, there is substance to this. It's just a feel-good spy action thriller. So I don't read all those. This has my approval 100%. And I highly recommend you go see the pictures just for the big action set pieces. But it's interesting enough as well. This is part actually of the Kingsman shared universe. Matthew Vaughn is making a shared universe. You're gonna have Kingsman, you know, Argyle, and there's meant to be a third franchise that he's working on. No name, no release date, no nothing, but that is currently in the works. And because after this movie does finish, there's an after credit scene where we see a very young Argyle joining the Kingsman, which is going to be Argyle year one or the book one, and that's going to be the next movie that Matthew Vaughn's going to be working on is the Kingsman, with Argyle being their titular character all in it. So we might get Henry Cavill again, unless it will be someone younger. But that is currently in the works. Again, is this going to be also going to be in the works because of how much money it made? That's probably a different kettle of fish altogether. Because right now the box office numbers are not looking good. You know, sometimes I can, deliver a sequel instantly, or we've still, get one full ahead. But yeah, the trailers. I will say the trailers. If you have just seen them, just going based on that, there's so much there's so much of the trailer that is not in there, which is an absolute win. Which I do love that those trailers give. Like, those trailers give 10 minutes, probably 20 minutes of the entire film. Hey, Mr. Cal Daly, thanks for going past the YouTube chat. Appreciate you being here. We are talking about Argyle, and there is spoilers, so I don't know if you're going to see it or anything, but just as a heads up as always, but I appreciate you coming past. But yeah, the trailers give only about 20 minutes of the whole thing of the trailer. So I love the fact that that's done that. Something that pisses me off is when you watch a trailer and they just show everything in it. And you're just like, oh yeah, that was in the trailer. Oh yeah, that was in the trailer. Oh yeah, that was in the trailer. Oh, I guess I just saw the entire film. Coward. Not seeing it long. Okay, that's good. That's good. So I can do all the spoilers. It doesn't matter. But yeah, trailers just piss me off when they show everything. And I think I want to say Sony. Sony is a big culprit of that, of just showing everything on it. I think Universal are also a big culprit on showing everything on it. And it's just annoying. The only person I know that doesn't fully say is Marvel. Marvel's movies, they don't show everything. Even when you're watching trailer 1 or trailer 2, still doesn't show anything. Marvels and all that. They don't. But this, thank God they didn't do this, because it depends on. But again, at the same time, I wish Wonka showed a little bit more, because I didn't realize it was a musical. Yes, there's also singing in the original Wonka film. That is correct, but there's a lot more singing in Wonka, and I didn't realize that. I was like, oh, if this is a full musical thing, I probably wouldn't have seen it at all, and probably put it on the back burner. And when it comes to streaming service, but Argyle, if you're looking for an action, a spy, a thriller, and a good laugh with really bright colors, look no further. Go check this out in your local theater. You won't miss a single beat. And who doesn't like seeing Henry Cavill, that delicious man? But Argyle, absolutely approved. Now, Percy Jackson and the Olympians. That has also wrapped up. That's wrapped up its entire series. And now, if you're looking for, if you got a mythology little bug that you need to itch, I do highly recommend this TV show. I was a bit nervous when I saw it get announced. I was like, oh, how's this going to come up? Because I did like the first two movies. I was really bummed they never kept continuing on, because there is a multiple book series for this franchise, and it should be adapted further. Percy Jackson was one of those, same thing category of like, trying to get the book. I think there's a vampire series that was meant to come out, that came out. I think it only lasted 2 movies. There was also Divergent. That's same thing with the Hunger Games, and I think it's Harry Potter was a lot before this. I don't know if it was at the same time, but children's books turns into movies, and that's what we got. So we have got the TV show. We did, and it lasted for the past 8 weeks. So you get a decent amount of episodes. It's all streaming at the moment, and I think that all the kids actors did a great job. There's a lot more in the. It's very, about 80% faithful adaptation for the books, I would say. Didn't see many things left out. I do like that compared to the movies, and this is one of the situations that I do think a lot of people agree with me, is that when we do get a TV show, it does explore more, and things don't end up on the chopping floor, which is understandable for a movie. You got a book that's like yay thick, and you're gonna make it, and you're gonna have about a 2-hour movie, keep everyone engaged, and you're trying to do that and hit all the main points, all the big points that everybody does love. So that's a battle in itself. But with a Disney Plus show, or a TV show, you can really span it out. There's even scenes that we did get where it wasn't in the book. It was just a more of a, to add more lore into it, which was really good. And obviously seeing the Edge as Ares, I've always been Edgehead, R-rated superstar, all good. And I saw, I did see this. I did see this, and it really annoyed me, because I saw someone get a picture of Edge, and I was like, hey, it's Ares. I'm like, no, that's not. Yes, it's Ares, but I know you're saying that because you don't know what else he's from, and that's really annoying. You better just be saying the fact that you know him just because of the movies. But if you're saying because you've only known him from that, go search up the R-rated super. Go search up Edge WWE or Edge AEW. Don't type in R-rated superstar. I don't know how that will go for you, and I really don't want anything to go wrong and come back to me. But Percy Jackson, it came all the way through. The CGI is very good for being in this type of world. So if you like God of War and all that, this is very much you can dive into this. I can't wait for season 2. Season 2 hasn't been greenlit, but season 2 is being written and worked on at the moment. All the 3 main cast members have said they do want to come back for the role and continue on, which I do hope, because there's so much they can work on. But just everything that came across. Now, the only problem is Walker Scobell, who obviously plays Percy Jackson, he did say he's not looking forward to season 2, because season 2 will obviously adapt the second book, which is Sea of Monsters, and he said he didn't like his underwater scenes. He didn't really like that because his eyes and just hurting, keeping them open, which is fair, completely understandable. Apparently, all his swimming scenes got shot at the end, so he could just smash it out, which is good. But at the same time, he's bracing himself for that. So the season does obviously make sure to allude into the next season, so that does good. But every episode feels like it is paced out well. There are a couple of moments. Now, this is a criticism about it, and I do understand. Some of the dialogue's really bland, in the sense there's the cliches is it's like, oh, you didn't know this? Oh, blah blah blah. Surely you know this, or you stay here, I'm going somewhere else. Don't follow me, or you'll find out in the next episode, stuff like that. And the dialogue was just a little bit bland, and just probably needs a little bit of a tweak or originality, if you will. But we get to see all the gods, all the monsters in this, and it was really good. Even Olympus looked really good. There's probably only a couple of scenes of CGI that's a little bit off-putting, but nothing too Yeah, nothing to like, oh, this is really awkward. This is really bad for a Disney Plus TV show. But no, this Percy Jackson did really good, and I think it just every episode came out. I probably would have liked a little bit more action, but at the same time, I know it's that type of show. But seeing all the characters, all the acting was really good, and this is what the second last appearance of Lance Reddick, who plays Zeus, and he plays Zeus, and he's only in the final episode, and it's so like threatening and like I'm gonna kill you with a effing thought, kid, like that. It's just sad that he has passed away. There was a nice tribute to the end because he's in the last episode, plays Zeus. He will be recast for next season. There is no casting for that yet, before you ask. So this is his second last role. His last role is that he has shot for Ballerina, the John Wick spinoff that is between John Wick 3 and John Wick 4. So that will be the next time we do get to see him. Which even the trailer for that, we should really get something new. I don't think we even have a logo or anything. I think we just get I think it's just a set photo of Ballerina, and that's it. But he does a great job in this for very little is, and all the kids did like him. I know one of them did say they really do hope they can get Christopher Judge to join them in season 2. That'd be fantastic, because of God of War, he'll be an absolute gun in whatever he does. But from watching it, if you're fresh for a kid, I'd show this to my kids if I had any that does enough explain mythology. It gets you very intrigued to know the rest, why everybody hates everyone who steals, why they go why gods are dicks and bad parents, and the kids see the betrayal of everybody, and you're like, oh god, no one's safe. And we even get that's probably one of the cliche scenes we get at the end where he does I'm Jackson, Percy Jackson. You're like, that's cringe. Utter cringe that you said it like that. But I understand why. So, yeah, I didn't find myself too bored with this. I thought it was a bit solid all the way through. You probably could have trimmed off one episode, but at the same time, everything does hit the beat all the way. So I do highly recommend this. This was, if you are a fan of the books, mythology, kids, win all for this. I recommend you picking this up. Again, if we're getting a season 2, you're probably looking at end of 2025, 2026 at this stage. So the kids are definitely going to grow up by the end of that, and get for season 2. Hopefully, we get the same amount. This was again a surprise hit. From everything I could see, speaking to my friends, we all really liked the show. It was nothing overly bad, just the dialogue. But I definitely recommend to put this at the top of your list. Now, also in saying that, is that if you did enjoy this review, please definitely go check out last week's episode, because we did review Saltburn, which was, oh my god, Saltburn was just, I can't even, I still have the images in my head, burned in my head about what these scenes are, and it's like, oh my god. So I definitely recommend you checking that out. So if you definitely enjoyed the video, and as always, until next time, happy ranting.
Thanks for listening to Lights, Camera, Rant. If you like the show, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. While you're at it, leave us a rating and review, and be sure to tell your friends. Until next time, happy ranting.